All right, this morning at about 7:40 hours, we got a call that a 8-month-old child, who was later identified as Jaden Davidson, wasn't breathing. We met with the mother's boyfriend, Kevin Kimbrough, said the child was sick. The child was taken by ambulance to the hospital, where the child was pronounced dead shortly after 8 o'clock. After investigation with the doctors at the emergency room, our detectives from the Lorain Police Department, the Lorain County Coroner's Office, the child's death's been ruled a homicide. The child died from head and brain injuries. There was also evidence of prior injury to the child, which we're not going to be able to be specific about right now. But Kevin Kimbrough is the child's mother's boyfriend. He's wanted for questioning in the child's death. He is a suspect. Right now, there's no charges against him in this case. However, he does have a warrant for failure to appear on a theft case in the city of Lorain. He also has a warrant for a parole violation out of Franklin County. He's wanted by them also. So we're looking to arrest him on those warrants and question him about the child's death. Anybody with information on the whereabouts of Kevin can call Detective Moskal at the Lorain Police Department. The number is 440-204-2105. We have some information. Kevin was last seen today with a white female in a 2008 black Dodge Avenger in Lorain and Elyria.
Sorry, what did he tell you would happen to the child, and what did the evidence reveal what actually happened to the child?
Well, he first gave some information, and we first believed this to be a medical emergency. And that's what we first thought it was. The child was, obviously the priority was the child's safety, the child's welfare. The child was taken to the hospital. We were under the impression Mr. Kimbrough was also going to go to the hospital, and he never came there. And by the time the evidence developed that this was not a medical emergency, he was gone.
He was not using his real name at the time he talked to you?
Correct. He gave several different names when he talked to our officers.
What are you suspecting happened to the child? The report indicates that he had it for a very short time.
Right. Well, he was watching this child and also this child's 2-year-old brother, and there's evidence of injuries to both children. Obviously, the 8-month-old injuries were fatal. We're not sure what happened. That's also under investigation. But we believe, again, that he's a suspect in this child's death.
How long have you been watching the children?
I think for the last couple months.
He said he picked them up at 7 this morning, but that doesn't appear to be the case in the initial report here.
Right. The way I understand it, Mom left for work between around 6 or 7, and then for some reason he transported this child to this 1216 West 5th Street, and that's where he called the ambulance from.
Sir, could you outline what you find suspicious about what he did, this point by point? What sounds like everything he said and did was a lie.
Sure. Well, he provided some information. I can't be specific, but he provided information to lead us and medical personnel to believe this was a medical emergency. I'm sure he was aware there was warrants for his arrest for violating his parole in Franklin County and from Lorain. He provided false information about his identity. And then, of course, this child, regardless of the circumstances, was seriously injured or in distress, and he didn't even bother to come to the hospital. He just took off after.
And in detail, could you describe the injuries to the child?
I can't specifically. I just that the cause of death was head and brain injury, and there was evidence of prior injury to the child.
So how did the child eventually get medical attention? How did the child eventually get help?
The child that died never got help.
Right, but it was brought to someone's attention.
No.
The child,
No, today.
The child was just left?
This was no. He did call for an ambulance this morning, and then when the child was taken to the emergency room and examined, that's where evidence of all these injuries came to light.
But he did call.
Dead on arrival?
Yes.
What is he wanted for right now? I mean, as it
Yeah.
relates to this case.
Well, there's a warrant from the city of Lorain. He failed to appear in court on a theft case, and he also violated his parole in Franklin County. It's Columbus, and there's a warrant for that.
Do you consider this a case of murder?
Hang on a second. I'm sorry?
Do you consider this a case of murder?
Yeah. The death is going to be ruled a homicide. Yeah.